Hello and welcome to this short video. In this video we're going to be finding the distance between 2 points on a coordinate grid. Now to help me, what I'm essentially going to be thinking about is Pythagoras' theorem. Now the point 2, 3 might be about there and the point 10, 7 about here. And it doesn't matter if this is completely accurate or not, I'm just doing it as a sketch. If I think about this distance here, I've started at 2 and got to 10, so that distance there must be 8. Similarly, this distance here is 4, 7 minus 3, and the distance that I'm going to want is this line here. And I'm sure we can spot this right angled triangle. So it uses Pythagoras' theorem. It's going to be the square root of 8 squared plus 4 squared. But we don't need to actually draw this out every time. That's why this works. We don't need to draw it out every time. We can just use the numbers straight away. What I'm going to do is find the difference in y and square it, and add that to the difference in x and square it, and then overall square root this answer. And if we look at the one we've just done, that works. The difference in x is going to be 10 minus 2, which is 8, which we've got here. And the difference in y is 7 minus 3, which is 4, and I've got that there. So to actually solve this without having to draw everything out, I'm just going to do the square root of 7 minus 3 all squared plus 10 minus 2 all squared, which gives me the square root of 4 squared plus 8 squared, which is 4 root 5, or if I need to put it as a decimal, 8.94 to 3 significant figures. So we can do exactly the same again. I'm going to do the square root of the difference in y squared plus the difference in x squared. So I need minus 8 minus 2 squared. And we need to be careful if we get negatives in there. The difference between minus 8 and minus 2 is 6. Minus 8 minus 2, or minus 8 plus 2, plus 6 minus 3 squared, which is the square root of 6 squared plus 3 squared, which is 3 root 5, or 6.71 to 3 significant figures if I need to put a decimal approximation. And one last one, I'm sure we can see what's going on now. Difference in y's is minus 2 minus 6 squared, 3 minus 4 squared. So I've got the square root of 8 squared plus 7 squared, which is the square root of 113, or 10.6 to 3 significant figures if you need to put a decimal approximation. So what we're looking for is the square root of the difference in y squared plus the difference in x squared, which we sometimes write as y2 minus y1 squared plus x2 minus x1 squared. I hope that helps. Thanks very much.